Hello there, my dear friend. How are you? I hope you are having a fabulous start to your day, end to your day, whenever it is that you're watching this. Thank you for being here, ready to learn more about how your health impacts your energy. Now, for those of you that are not new to personal development, you're not new to this arena of personal growth, that sentence is like, duh, of course. But there are so many people I know that try to deny the relationship between those two things: your energy and your health, your life experience and your health, your life level of success and your health, your finances and your health. People don't correlate those two things necessarily, because it requires you to take ownership of where it is that you're letting your health down, where you're letting your health down, right? So we're going to dive deep into that conversation today of how your health is impacting your energy. And so all of those things that I just said, your experience of life, your relationships, your finances, your career, all of it. My name is Sabrina Militello. Thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm a life and performance coach, specifically in the arena here to help women in business elevate to the next level of their career, breakthrough, whatever that next level is that just seems to be eluding you right now, where you're doing all the things, but for some reason you can't break through to that next level of your success. That's what I'm here for. That's what I specialize in. And we're going to dive deep into these topics in this space on YouTube for free. Let's do it. So when it comes to your health, I want you to think about what have you put inside your body over the last 3 days. Now, I'm filming this on a Monday. So if you're watching it on a Monday, you may be like, could you have asked me this on Thursday? And the answer may have been a little bit different. But regardless, think to yourself right now, what have I eaten? What have I drank? How have I been sleeping? How has my stress been over the last 3 days? My long distance mentor, Brendon Burchard, calls this his 72-hour rule. And he has this notion, and it's proven because, hello, Brendan's the research guy, the high performance guy. It's proven that what you put inside your body, what you allow into this ecosystem, it affects your energy and how you show up for 72 hours. So if you know that you've got a big speech to give or a big presentation to give, or maybe there's something on the agenda that requires you to show up at your best, whatever that might look like, what you're doing to your body 72 hours before that is going to determine how you show up on that day. So maybe if you're serious about this, 3 days before that big moment, you eat really well, more vegetables, less processed food. You drink lots of water, so you're super hydrated. You prioritize your sleep for those 3 nights and make sure your sleep hygiene and bedtime routine is on point. Maybe you meditate more, or you take walks, or you do things that calm your stress levels intentionally for the 3 days prior, because it does have an effect. As you can tell, if you answer the question of what has your food, your nutrition, your hydration, your stress management, your sleep been like for the last 3 days, take an inventory. How do you feel today? How do you feel right now? If it is Monday and you're watching this and you have YOLO'd your face off all weekend, how do you feel today? It's not the Monday blues. It's because you've put junk energy into your body over the last 3 days. And it has this cumulative stacking effect to determine how you feel right now. And the problem with that, the thing that I want you to get about that, is in my personal experience, as well as years of doing research and figuring this stuff out with my client communities, with the people that I work with one-on-one, in my own health journey, in my husband's health journey, I know that it takes about twice as long to undo. I don't like that phrasing, but I think you understand what I mean. Undo the effects of negligent self-care, let's put it that way, as it did to do them. So if you've YOLO'd your face off for the past 3 days, it's going to take you 6 days until you feel good again, until you feel really, really great again. But guess what most people do? Every weekend, it's that cycle. They come to a Monday making a renewed commitment to working on their health, eating better, getting better sleep, drinking more water, until Friday hits. And then here we go, it's the weekend. We do all the things, we drink all the things, we eat all the things, we stay up late, all those behaviors. And so we're never fully getting back into the swing of feeling great, into a foundational baseline of feeling our best. Because if it takes twice as long to undo as it did to do, if we're doing for 3 days and it takes us 6, but the week is only 5 days long, you can see what I'm saying, right? I realized this double the amount of time from vacations. I would always, because I'm a YOLO your face off when it's required girl. Trust me, I do. On vacations, on celebrations, moments where it feels good to do that, I do it. So on vacations, we go for a week long, sometimes 2 week long vacations throughout the year. I would always notice that it would take me at least 2 or 3 weeks to feel good again once we got back from that vacation. So a week long of eating all the things, drinking all the things, I was prepared that when we got home, it would take me 2 weeks until I felt back to my best again. And that really helped with my mental health. Through my whole weight loss and weight management journey, I've lost 104 pounds through this process of mine. So I get how difficult and challenging this health conversation can be. And part of the success of that is protecting your mental and emotional well-being through it. And one of the things that I had to realize is when we got back from vacation, it wasn't just going to be, 2 days of eating well again. And I should feel great. What's going on? Why don't I feel fantastic? No, I understood that it was going to take me 2 weeks because it takes my body twice as long to get back to normal. So I really want you to think about those moments where you excuse less than stellar self-care behaviors, whether that's emotional eating, drinking too much wine, maybe binge eating is something that you do when you're in a bad mental or emotional state. Maybe there's other substance issues. Maybe you avoid, maybe you hibernate, maybe you kind of retreat. Whatever those behaviors are, it's important to understand that however long you stay in it, it has this kind of hangover effect of taking you twice as long to get out of that. So if you are going to binge eat or emotionally eat for a whole day, the next day where you wake up, you're going to feel really crappy. And it's important that you understand that. You're going to feel crappy. You're not going to want to do any of the things you need to do. It's going to be so hard to get up and get moving and feel motivated or excited by the things that are necessary for you to do. And being in that emotional state makes you want to continue that behavior. Does it not? Have you ever noticed that? So understand that about yourself, because when you know yourself, you can act in accordance with yourself. And what I mean by that is when you understand those tendencies, now when they happen, it's no longer I suck, I can't do this, I haven't got any willpower, what's wrong with me? You just know this is my brain chemistry, this is what happens, so I can be prepared for it, nurture myself through it until I get to the other side of those 2 days, 3 days, however long it is. And then I know that I'm starting to feel great again. My energy's back. I'm feeling more positive, more optimistic. And now I can move forward in the way that I need to go. So when it comes to this conversation about your energy and your health, I need you to stop denying that there's a correlation. That simple exercise of asking yourself the question of how do I feel today, right now, and what has my nutrition, my hydration, my stress management, and my sleep, what does that look like over the past 3 days? That should be demonstration enough that what you're putting into this ecosystem of your body positively or negatively impacts your health, your well-being, and your vibrancy. when you're in this position in your life of wanting things to be better, wanting things to be different, when you're wanting to elevate to your next level, you can no longer play around with your health. Because when you're feeling in that down, negative, low energy state, because you're eating poorly, drinking crap, you're not sleeping well, and you're not managing your stress well, when you're in that state, doing the things that are necessary for you to be able to make that level up is going to feel nigh on impossible. You're going to procrastinate it. You're going to put it off. You're going to reschedule it. And if you continue to procrastinate, put off, and reschedule, then you're never going to reach those goals that you have. So placing a priority on your health and your energy is super important in this season of your life where change, advancement, and level up is necessary for you. And listen, I'm not the one that's going to say you can never eat chocolate ever again, or have wine ever again, or you can never have pizza ever again. Like, I don't want to live in that world where I'm never going to have pizza, Prosecco, and chocolate ever again in my life. I'm not saying that. I'm just making you really think strategically and intentionally about where you are allowing the energy that you have to move your life in the direction that you want it to go, where you're allowing that to kind of seep out of you through some choices that you're making. And when you understand that it's through choices that you're making and not just because you suck, then you can make different choices, right? You can choose different things. You can be more intentional. You can prioritize different things. And so your experience will be different. Your growth will be different. That level up that you've been chasing, maybe that's the block. You just need that to be different in your approach. So I hope this kind of gave you some understanding of the importance of your health, your well-being, the foods that you're eating, how you're moving your body, how you're managing your stress, what you're drinking, how you're sleeping, and some of the blocks you may be experiencing in the quality of life that you want to have. Fix up, look sharp, one of my favorite lyrics from Dizzy Rascal. Fix up, look sharp on those things, those habitual things, those things that you can change and that you can choose, and watch how it impacts how you show up, and so the results that you see in your life. I hope this served you. Feel free to shoot me a message and let me know what your thoughts are about this. I know that you'll be able to find that teaching from Brendon Burchard anyway. You can just Google that. If you're a member of Growth Day, he has it in the Growth Day app too. And feel free to, like I said, message me and let me know what your thoughts are, or maybe I can help you seek some guidance on how to shift those things, especially if they've been habitual, you've been behaving that way for a long time. And so changing it becomes difficult, right? I would love to help you in any way that I can. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing to my channel. I would love that. And then I'll see you next week for our next session. Bye.